This is my ultimate guide where I'll be sharing 8 restaurants and 8 activities for you to do based on the 2 trips I took in the last 6 months to Baguio City.
Where are we? In the Baguio.
Restaurant recommendation 1, Canto. Canto is a cool restaurant near Burnham Park and was the closest restaurant to our Airbnb. It's got a great ambience, full of leaves and nature in this glass building. A lot of the food seemed healthy and locally sourced too, so I think this is a good stop to add if you're already at Burnham Park and looking for a place to visit. Activity 1, take a stroll through Burnham Park. There's so much to do at Burnham Park. It's just a beautiful place to see, beautiful trees and flowers for taking a walk in, and you can go boat riding in the big lake or biking in the small road, or head to the other side of Burnham Park where there's a mini amusement park where you can ride bumper cars, do a horror house, and our favorite part, go roller skating. Everything here is pretty affordable, so if you're on a budget, this is the place to be. You could also get some street food like dirty ice cream in the stalls around the park. Restaurant recommendation 2, Good Taste Restaurant.
We're here in Good Taste now, which is where we're having dinner.
For those of you who love a sulit meal, paying decent money for huge amounts of tasty food, this is the place to go. It's a Baguio favorite of the locals where they serve a mix of Filipino and Chinese style food. Personally, I think Good Taste is the ultimate comfort food when you want to eat something full of flavors. We got lots of beef and chicken and lumpia and rice, and we over-ordered and went home with tons of food though, so be ready to have leftovers. Afterwards, we headed back to Canto for some hot chocolate before heading home to sleep.
But this is it. It looks super good. There's 3 marshmallows in it and I'm really excited to try it. It's good. It's good. It's good.
Activity 2, Mines View Park. This is the place to go if you want to buy lots of souvenirs and pasalubong for family and friends. It's got everything from food, to toys, to clothes and textiles, and even different kinds of coffee beans. This is also where you can easily find strawberry taho, which my friends really loved.
But it's all in my belly.
And you can also find really interesting things like this eggplant-shaped ashtray. Restaurant recommendation 3, Grumpy Joe. It was a really pretty restaurant settled on the side of the mountain, so you can have a great view outside and a great view inside with really cute interior design. We ordered lots of food, but the Caesar salad, onion rings, and 4-cheese pizza really stood out for us. They also have interesting drinks like this taro milk, and the food and aesthetic are all hits. Activity 3, Baguio Night Market. Every night from 8 to 12, they set up clothing stalls and more all over the bottom of Session Road, and recently they even have a little food night market section to the side. You can find really nice thrifted clothing, especially things for cold weather like jackets or jeans, or even new items here. It's just a really nice place to shop at night because it's cold and you're not sweaty. At the food stall area, they sell regular things like chicken skin and shawarma, but we also got to try really interesting things like binatog.
Binatog with coconut and... It's good!
And Korean street food here as well.
No? Just plain?
Restaurant recommendation 4, Lemon and Olives. Lemon and Olives is a Greek restaurant that's on a nice mountain with a beautiful view in its open-air seating area. Most of the meals on the menu are delicious and you can't go wrong with any of the choices. The interior of the restaurant is genuinely really beautiful, and I can't stress enough how overall good this place is. So if you're looking for a good view with good food, this is it. Activity 4. Go ukay on Session Road, and I think the place is called Sky World. On the sides of Session Road are warehouses full of second-hand items that are honestly really amazing finds. And if you're into fashion, I would definitely suggest to make a lot of time to go through these thrift stores and find treasures for super cheap. Restaurant recommendation 5, Foggy Mountain Cookhouse. Foggy Mountain Cookhouse is really high up and is called this because from this high up you can see the fogs of Baguio, which is really cool. It's an old house created into a restaurant, So we were on the open air balcony, which had a really nice view. It's only by reservation, so it was very intimate, and you have to order your food ahead of time. The platters are really big, but it's also really good, so you won't have any problem finishing the big serving sizes. Activity 5. Mini Golf.
So right now we are at Camp John Hay, which is super pretty. There's so much like trees and flowers.
Camp John Hay has its fair share of activities, but my family's personal favorite is definitely going mini golfing. It's a very affordable activity compared to horseback riding or zip lining, and you can turn it into a friendly competition.
And I am currently not winning.
It has 18 holes with backroom vibe statues and characters that you recognize but you don't, and depending on how many you are, takes up a whole afternoon for fun for everybody. Restaurant Recommendation 6. Ililikha Artists Village. If you're looking for the Baguio vibes, this is the place to be. It's like this huge treehouse where they carved different restaurants into it, and it almost felt like this very artistic maze. They had so much artwork and interesting decor installed inside, and you know the place and the food is headed by local artists, so if you want to support them, you need to stop by here. Activity 6. Get hot chocolate. You drive out to this cute little restaurant called Chocolate de Batterol in Camp John Hay and have a taste testing event. Each of us got really different and interesting flavors like orange hot chocolate, vanilla, strawberry, hazelnut, and more alongside the original Chocolate de Batterol. My personal favorite is the original or vanilla. Restaurant Recommendation 7. Gypsy by Chef Waya. This is actually my personal favorite restaurant out of everything we went to. It was this really big old house that was renovated into a restaurant, so it has all the lovely wood and old style windows of the traditional Baguio decorated with flowers and stuff like that. Following that, the food was my favorite because it was so delicious. I was happy with everything I ordered, and I even tried what my family picked out, and they were all good. It has really interesting choices on their food menu. There's nothing that's typical on there, but also their drink menu is really cool, and this is a place you don't want to miss. But just take note, this is on the more expensive side if you were planning on checking this out. Activity 7. Mirador Eco Park.
Say hi, you guys! Hey.
This was a new discovery for me, but it was a really good one because if you want to take really nice pictures, this is the place to be. They have this really gorgeous, beautiful bamboo trail that we would have walked through more, but just take note, it can get difficult when it's raining. When you get to the top of the mountain, there is the iconic Baguio view, which is like a sea of clouds and colorful mismatched buildings and tons of pine trees. This is also where you can take that Kyoto photo thing overlooking a cliff, and it's just a great place to explore in nature. Restaurant Recommendation 8. Minds View Park Hotel. Okay, so for everyone who's wondering, this is the restaurant where you can get the famous strawberry sinigang. But if I'm being honest, we also tried the strawberry adobo, and I liked the strawberry adobo much better than the strawberry sinigang. So if you're wondering where this is, it's actually just an 8-minute walk from Minds View Park, so you can head here after souvenir shopping. Lastly, Activity 8. Grab strawberry shortcake at Visco's. On our last day, we made sure to pass Session Road for the famous strawberry shortcake from Visco's to take home to our grandparents. I wanted to share some extra honorable mentions that I didn't go to on this trip, but I have done before. First off is go horseback riding at Camp John Hay for the original Baguio experience with a horse ride and a trek through the pine trees and cold woods. Visit the Ben Cab Museum for some really beautiful and local art by Ben Cabrera. You're really going to find really cool and interesting pieces in this museum, especially if you're into that kind of stuff. Lastly, shop at Good Shepherd for your famous ube jams, strawberry jam, and peanut brittle. But take note, this place closes at around 4 p.m. And before we finish, here's a little overview of the Airbnb that we stayed in case you're interested. This place fits about 8 to 10 people. It's really cute and cozy and super near Burnham Park, Session Road, and so basically it's near the center of the city for easy walking to all these areas. Thanks so much for watching, enjoy Baguio, and don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you soon. Bye!